Good afternoon, respected dignitaries. It gives me immense pleasure to be present here at this august gathering of like-minded people who have come together for better world. At this open discussion on sustainability of food, health and environment, brought together by Better World Fund with an aim to improve well-being of all by way of protection of our ecosystem, our environment and our next generation. I feel proud that I come from India, a land of diversity in practices, ideological contradictions, indigenous approaches and strong principles. I feel proud that I come from an India where best practices for rainwater harvesting were written by luminaries like Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. I come from India, which has given the gift of yoga, the source of health sustainability to the world. We Indians very strongly believe in perpetuity. Durability is one of the most important factors of sustainability that comes inherently to Indian household. Aparigraha, a Sanskrit word for non-attachment from material belongings, is intrinsic to the Indian psyche. But we too are learning anew, especially post the COVID pandemic. I firmly believe that every problem comes with a solution. We just need a vision to see this solution. And sometimes solutions create new problems. And India post-independence around 1950 is a testament to this. Post-independence, India was poor, hungry, with inadequate food to feed the exploding population. Alongside, India was exposed to new age markets and industrialization. This is when a new form of agriculture emerged with the emergence of Green Revolution, which introduced Indians to monoculture diets, which helped in achieving higher food productivity to feed the population. But soon, experts realized that we had entered a vicious circle with the use of chemical fertilizers which aim to increase productivity. The toxic agrochemical contains the soil, caused loss of biodiversity, water pollution, ravaged the lives of millions of farmers for 40 years and more. Traditionally, India, which practiced many sustainable approaches in agriculture, like double cropping, mixed cropping, crop rotation, agroforestry, got lost in this new revolution, Green Revolution. Here, the solution was only in going back to the roots of our culture, going back to sustainable organic farming to achieve food, health and environmental sustainability. And as the government and people have realized that this is the need of the hour, the center has been actively advocating organic farming. It is developing technology and systems and procedures to tackle issues pertaining to food, water, environment, energy, and healthcare. Here, I wish to quote example of a model village, a village from Jammu district, which has become a model of self-sustenance due to efforts of government and people. The farmers in the village use organic matters like cow pats, compost or slop as fertilizers and rainwater in harvesting for irrigation. They make their own pesticides and fertilizers using dung and leftover or natural materials. In the village, every dwelling unit has been provided with a biogas plant that helps them to transform extras into energy. Kedia farmers have also set up 280 plus vermicomposting units which help in converting waste into nutraceutical and organic manure. The farmers have also built environment-friendly toilets that provide safe, pristine hygiene while making it possible to convert human excreta into ecological fertilizers. This has been a phase of transformation for rural families where food security is magnified, families and communities are empowered, and trash has been reduced. These sustainable practices have helped biodiversity return to the villages And with examples like these, I'm sure India will be successful to transform the country's agro-food system into a sustainable system and achieve Sustainable Development Goal 2030. The testament to this belief of mine is that 30% today, 30% of the world's organic production is from India. And this makes India one of the leaders in organic farming. Although we still have a long way to go in terms of area under cultivation for organic farming. While these glimpses pertaining to our country's march towards sustainability are impressive, let me draw your attention to the fact, as ma'am already said, that as per CANSET Commission report, today more than 820 million people have insufficient food in the world and more consume an unhealthy diet that contributes to premature deaths and morbidity. Similar was the situation at my area of work where my foundation and I am working. It's called Jawad, which is a tribal belt situated in a hilly area in Palghar district in Maharashtra state of India. This taluka, with a population of 1,40,187, 29,099 families and 23,248 children between age of 0 to 6 years, has suffered from serious issues of malnutrition and deaths. It's overwhelming to know that 59% of the children in this area were stunted, while 32% were moderately stunted, 27% severely stunted. 83% children did not have acceptable minimum diet. The government did distribute rice and dal, which is pulse, in ration for the children suffering from severe acute malnutrition and moderate acute malnutrition. But the parents of these children, already bearing 4-5 more children in the family, to combat hunger, distributed it among other children, which left the children suffering from malnutrition untreated. My foundation designed and worked on the following action plan to start with. We trained 325 local language speaking workers and Anganwadi workers in this area by way of workshops. These workers have been directly in touch with these tribal families and they are motivating them to plant and consume locally available ragi, which is a form of nutritious millet in their kitchen spaces. The tribal families were given useful tips like usage of iron containers for cooking purpose to reduce iron deficiency in children and mothers, and they were also guided on usage of contraceptives, and these were distributed to them also. We tried to increase employment opportunities by training them in allied agricultural activities like poultry, stitching, goat farming scientifically. We are now in process of setting up a mother and child care unit which would cater to giving pregnant ladies or ladies after childbirth, lactating ladies, good guidance regarding malnutrition, and they would be admitted at the center in case the Sevikas find anyone having slightest of signs of malnutrition. A lot has been done and a lot more still needs to be done. Finally, I would like to conclude with a Sanskrit mantra of well-being, which says, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhavet, om shanti shanti. Meaning, may all living beings be at peace, may no one suffer from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer. May there be peace, peace and only peace. Let's together bring about a positive change. Namaste.